to kickstart the 5th coronation anniversary of His Imperial Majesty Ooni Adeyeye Ogunwusi Ojaja II. Descendants of Oduduwa of Yoruba-speaking extraction, made up of the 6 states in the southwestern part of Nigeria and their friends across different parts of the country, converged on the iconic Premier Hotel in Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, Nigeria, which served as a rallying point for leaders of Yoruba extraction who have helped to put the social-political culture in the southwest in place over the decades. The event, which had in attendance the royal presence of His Imperial Majesty, the Olubado of Ibadan land, Oba Saliu Adetunji, who was the host monarch, the Alaafin of Oyo, His Imperial Majesty Oba Lamidi Adeyemi III. There was an impressive aggregation of monarchs or their representatives, as well as governors or their representatives from the geopolitical zones transcending political affiliations. Monarchs from the north and southern part of the country, also their colleagues and brother monarch, came to felicitate with Ooni Babatunde Adeyeye Ogunwusi Ojaja II in the celebration of his 5th coronation anniversary. These include the Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Alhaji Sa'ad Abubakar III, the Emir of Kano, His Royal Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Oba Iwara II, was represented by a delegation made up of 2 of his first-class chiefs. With such a diverse assemblage of people from all parts of the country, particularly his fellow monarchs, Ooni Adeyeye Babatunde Ogunwusi has once again proved to be a symbol of unity among Nigerians, no matter the religious, ethnic, or political affiliations. In fact, to quote former President Olusegun Obasanjo while speaking as the chairman of the 5th coronation anniversary banquet of the Ooni Babatunde Adeyeye Ogunwusi, the Ooni has become the rallying point for the unity of Nigeria and the face of the cultural renaissance of the Yoruba nation, an initiative which has attracted global attention and resonance through Ooni Babatunde Adeyeye Ogunwusi's consistent efforts since he ascended the throne in the past 5 years.
You have proved beyond every reasonable doubt that there is a very important role for traditional to play in modern day governance, a democratic Nigeria. What I say about the fact that the throne you took over, the throne over which you reign, you have modernized it. You have made it greater than you met it in every sense of the word. You have taken our culture, our tradition to a great height. And you have made our culture visible, not only in every part of Nigeria, but beyond the borders of Nigeria to all.
Indeed, all those who spoke at the Ibadan lecture and banquet echoed the same sentiments. The celebration of the 5th coronation anniversary of Ooni Enitan Adeyeye Babatunde Ogunwusi Ojaja II moved home to Ile-Ife, the source of global civilization, on Sunday, the 6th of December 2020, with a series of activities put in place that dovetailed into a grand celebration that ushered in Monday, the 7th of December 2020, which marked the coronation proper of Ooni, Babatunde Adeyeye Ogunwusi or Jaja II as the 51st Ooni of Ife, a ceremony performed by Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola as the then Governor of Osun State. The first most important event held on Sunday, the 6th of December 2020, was the second conference and convention of traditional rulers from the southwest of Nigeria. The morning session of the program featured a paper presentation on the topic, the importance of establishing e-library, digitizing and archiving of Yoruba heritage, values and cultures. This couldn't have been more apt in this day and age when digital knowledge has taken over the entire global space. That's indeed the right step to take, so that the Yoruba nation, both at home and in the diaspora, can be on the same page, talking in terms of the rudiments of technology. The keynote speaker, Ogun State Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters, Honorable Afolabi Afuakbe, delivered a thoroughly well-researched paper that threw more light into all the gray areas of the subject of discussion.
How do we bring all this, what do we have in our archive? How do we digitalize it? It will last longer for us, it will preserve our culture and heritage and value, and it will assist the future generation yet to be born, because the thing is being eroded on daily basis, and we must live up to our responsibility. We must let it there. People are saying that, but the cost of this is high. Yeah, but what do we stand? Yes, the cost may be initially high, but at the end of the day, we can still make money via this. Because once you have anybody want to subscribe, they can pay a token, learn our language, and you can get your child anywhere in the world, and the person will still be able to speak Yoruba fluently if we go on internet and encourage our people to do this. We must be worried that we cannot continue allowing the culture of Yoruba to wait. We cannot afford it. That means we need to do extra things. And what we do need to do extra is to come together, let's digitalize, let's put it in such a way that everybody will be able to have access to our culture, to our language, to everything about Yorubas, so we'll be able to value it more. And people of nowadays, they value more things on internet. Things that it's digitalized, they believe it can add value. If you are telling somebody to come to Babon to come and learn something, or there's a library right here, a physical library, nobody nowadays do that. Even people from our that do research, we don't go to the library again. We do all the research via internet, and we must do. I've tried to look at internet to search anything about Yoruba, and I think, what I find is that we still have a long way to go.
The Olota of Ota in Ogun State, Oba Adeyeye Abdulkabri Obalalenge, and other traditional rulers from the southwest also contributed to the discussion.
Investing in digitalization project. They also want to work with the government in order to ensure that we have reviewed and verified information about various stools in Yoruba land. And I think that will introduce credibility into the traditional institution in Yoruba land. Because it's not just the government alone, that it means the private sector is also coming into the digitalization of traditional institutions. May God bless Heritage Forum. Thank you.
The next paper was on breast cancer, wellness detection and solution. The speaker, Dr. Mrs. Oluwatoyin Ayimoro, chairperson of the Breast Cancer Association of Nigeria, BRECAN, Ondo State Chapter, was represented by Dr. Olaniyi Johnson.
It gives me joy that our royal father, the Heritage Forum, consider how important our women are in the society. To every one of us, we are connected to a woman, either as a mother, as a grandmother, as a wife, as a sister, or as a daughter. Hence, the female forum, they are very, very important to us. Breast is something God has given to us. It is that thing that defines who a woman is. Breast defines what? A woman. It is for cosmetic purpose. What other thing? It serves as food for the growing child, and it serves as pleasure for those of us that are men. But this breast is something that has been so besieged by disease called breast cancer. And breast cancer is just an abnormality in the growth of the cells of the breast. It is the most common cancer in women. And even in Africa, it is the leading cause of death among all the cancer group.
There were representatives from the Southwest Traditional Council of Obas from Egba, Ijebu, and other parts of the southwest of Nigeria. A presentation of awards by the Heritage Forum to deserving recipients, men and women who are worthy ambassadors of the Yoruba race in their different areas of calling. The highlight of the event was the investiture of Ooni Adeyeye Ogunwusi as the Grand Commander of the Heritage Forum of Yoruba race at home and in the diaspora. The celebrant, Ooni Adeyeye Babatunde Ogunwusi, addressed the gathering.
Mo wá kí gbogbo yín lápapọ̀ bí ẹ ṣe ẹ kú àdúró tì.
Grand Commander of African Heritage.
Ọlọ́run máa bá mi pọ́n yín náà lé o.
Àmín.
Gbogbo tó ń lọ lórí Heritage Forum ni mo máa ń rí pátápátá. Mo wà ń bẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ni mò ń wò. Ọlọ́run ló ń bá rẹ̀. Á dúró tí gbogbo wa o. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin orí adé.
This was followed by the launching of the Heritage magazine, published specially in honor of Ooni Adeyeye Babatunde Ogunwusi. The final coverage by BOS and Biscuit TV of the 5th year coronation anniversary of Ooni Babatunde Adeyeye Ogunwusi featured activities like the empowerment of some people by the Moremi Foundation. 10 victims of child trafficking were given monetary assistance, and 60 market women were also given monetary support. Others who got from the Ooni Adeyeye Babatunde Ogunwusi's coronation anniversary largesse include some startup entrepreneurs who were financially empowered to begin their businesses. Ooni Adeyeye Babatunde Ogunwusi indeed justified being referred to as the most youth-friendly monarch of our time, as the youth gravitate towards him wherever he goes. This came to play again on the occasion of his 5th coronation anniversary, as a whole segment of the program was dedicated to upwardly mobile urban youth who are barrier breakers, pushing the envelope and setting the pace in their different areas of calling. Among them were Bello Shagari, the grandson of Nigeria's first democratically elected president, the late Alhaji Shehu Usman Shagari. He leads the group called the Royal African Youth Leadership Forum. Prince Godswill Edward, whose marriage to the niece of former President Goodluck Jonathan shook Nigeria to its very foundation, and Elizabeth Jackerish and Miriam, who delivered a poem, a proud Nigerian youth, holding aloft the name of their families in the country.
We remain grateful to you, Kabiyesi, and we are here to celebrate your 5 years in office. And we pray, on throne, sorry, my apologies, Kabiyesi. So, we are only praying my prayers, and I'm sure it's the prayer of many of us here, that we will come here to celebrate his 50 years on throne. And that will just be a celebration. We will continue. So I welcome you and I thank you all. And as you all know, the Royal African Young Leadership Forum, as it rightly is, not an association, was actually founded by the Oba himself, And he looked everywhere. He couldn't find somebody to make his MD except somebody from far away in Sokoto. And he chose me. And this only symbolizes the kind of person he is, a true Nigerian who believes in one Nigeria. So I thank you very much, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful night.
This is the first time that we're having a king that believes so much in the unity of this great nation. From the southern part of Nigeria, the South, I'm standing before you today. I've seen my brothers from the north. In this palace, there's nothing like South or zones. What we have is Nigeria. There's no achievement as great as a king that depends and believes that his stool should be dedicated to the youth of Nigeria and Africa at large. In agriculture, you find a lot of very fantastic young men here in various sectors: leadership and politics, business, socioeconomic. In all sectors, you see young people who gather here not as destabilized Nigerians, but Nigerians who believe that there's hope for this great nation. Just 5 years, it's been a journey of excellence, a journey of success, a journey that guarantees hope for even our children yet unborn. A journey where everybody here, nobody looks at you based on who you are, where you're coming from, but the value and the character that is deposited inside of you.
Today is the day he was coronated as the Ooni of Ife. But you know what? He didn't choose to lavish that celebration on dignitaries, but he chose the youth. He chose us all. I'm a youth myself, because it believes so much in the potentials of the youth. He holds the youth in high esteem. And this is a great king that we should all live our lives by his example. He has gathered us here today, not for just celebration, but to actually pass a message to us all. Unity. Unity. Someone said up here, in this palace, it's not about the South, it's not about the North, it's not about the West, it's about one Nigeria, and that is who he is and what he stands for. Kabisi, I know I don't tell you as much as you tell me, but I love you so much as a father. I love you with all my heart. My kids love you so much, my husband does.
In the documentary of Ooni's 5 years coronation anniversary, it featured his father speaking about the vision he saw that revealed that the Ooni will be a great person that will bring pride and dignity to the family. The Ooni's siblings also reminisced about how growing up was like for them. Some youth also looked at issues affecting youth and the way to go for their development. There was a cultural performance and artwork presentation to the Ooni. Ooni Babatunde Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi, in his address, thanked all those who have devoted their time to come and celebrate with him. Ooni Adeyeye Babatunde Ogunwusi prayed for everyone, including all the youth empowered.
I'm very happy. I feel fulfilled. Thank you for coming for my 50th coronation anniversary. Today, I am fulfilled. 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 To be in your midst, I am highly fulfilled. God bless you, and God bless all the works of your hands. Thank you for the love. Thank you for your cooperation. May God continue to be with you.
Biscon Communications congratulates Ooni Babatunde Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi on the successful celebration of 5 years on the throne of his forefathers.
kọ̀ọ̀rẹ́ ọba wa tọrọ fún kábíyèsí owó pẹ́láyé. kábíyèsí iná tó bá dá sílẹ̀ jẹ́ yẹ kónúkú. akọni ẹyẹ mi iná fi ń sùn jẹ. akọni ètò òun sì ìròyìn òjò. àdúrà kan tí mo gbà fún ọgbà Ogunwusi